Good morning, my crazy crafting friends. Today I wanted to show you how I dressed up my last mini. So as a reminder, this is the Naked Mini, okay? This is the craft one that I had done originally to show everyone what a Naked Mini is, okay? Then I gave a class at Picture This in Eau Claire, and I made another one along with the class teaching them how to make the nakeds, and I made it in black this time. So I decided that I would do a black and white album and kind of demo how you can dress your Naked Mini. Ha ha ha. Alright, so let me start by saying this is not done with any particular paper line. It is what I call a stash buster. I decided to go through all the stuff I had, find everything black and white, and as you can see, I used red as an accent color. Most of the papers used are a combination of this old 7 Gypsies that I think I actually got from Gentleman Jim. Jim the Gentleman Crafter. There we go. He had done a D-stash, and I bought a whole bunch of 8x8s from him. Anyway, so this is old. Probably can't get it anymore. And this is one of the chalk pads. Okay, real cute. And then just a bunch of stuff I had laying around is what I've embellished it with. And I know a few of you are already getting ticked off at me saying, you know, why are you even going to show me this? I can't make it. Well, try not to think that way, because here's what I'm trying to encourage you to be creative. Go through your stash. You know, we all have bits and pieces left over from our projects, and they just sit there. So what I did, like I said, I went with black and white, but you can pick either a theme or a color and go through all your stuff and just pick out things in that color or in that theme and then put them together however you can, and then nobody can ever duplicate yours. I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth a shot. And if you haven't done a lot of projects and you don't have a lot of pieces, parts, you can just go down to your scrap store or go online and just pick out some inexpensive things that you like a 6x6 pad and an 8x8 pad. Those are not real expensive items. And, you know, there's stuff in here that was from jewelry. Just all kinds of stuff. So let me shut up and tell you what's in this album. This is the spine. This is a Tim Holtz ornamental label, whatever. There's 4 in a pack. There's 2 that are the antique silver and 2 that are like the antique bronze. This is the back side. I found some trim on a clearance somewhere. I thought it was kind of cool. So I put this on here. I've got washi tape going around the edges. I'm going to actually put some little corner protectors on here, but I've ordered them and they're not here yet. So that is the only one thing I can think of that is going to change. And the 2 papers I have on the cover are from the 7 Gypsies collection. Okay, I've been told that I needed to learn how to make flowers, so I actually made this little flower. And the die cuts I used were the Tim Holtz tattered flowers or tattered something or other. And then I also grabbed a little Sizzix for this one. So I can't even make a flower out of one thing. I just grab what I like and put them together. And then I had some of these resin flowers, and I have no clue where those 2 things came from. I've had them forever. I don't even know if I bought them for scrapbooking, but, you know, that's just how it goes. And this, again, was in the same pack from Tim Holtz as this one, just a different shape. And I just cut a picture, or cut a circle out of my cardstock and put in the background. And then I put a little sticker on there and topped it with glossy accents. And I need to put another layer. Oh, you know what? I didn't use glossy accents. I lied. I used the 3D crystal lacquer. I like crystal, yeah, I like the accents, but I've found that over time, it kind of yellows. Not on the page, but in the bottle, so I was a little skeptical of using that, and I saw that when I was out. So I put a couple of eyelets in there. Used some chain from some cheapy jewelry I got at the dollar store because I thought I could use the chains, and for $1, hey, you know. This little clippy-doo is from the Tim Holtz Findings whatever. So all I did was I just ran some cheapy chain through there, doubled it up since this was going to attach to it, and I also did eyelets on the back, and I just stuck chain through there. So, you know, and these little hearts on the hangy down part were from this same cheapy necklace. And I think this is another one of the Tim Holtz doodads that's been around forever. So, all right, got it undone now. Let's have a peek, shall we? All right, so I just basically matted the back of this, put on some blingy bling, and took some leftover cardstock and cut a mat. On our first page, in the naked, maybe I should put them side by side so you can see what I've done to the pages. Is that too much, or I don't know. Maybe then you can't see it. Might not be a good idea. Anyway, all I did was add this die cut to this flap, and that's it. Just nice, simple. Then just went in and matted. Okay, and each of our pages is a pocket page. So I've and these, the pullouts, you know, were part of the kit with your class, and all I did was mat them on one side. The other side you can put a picture in journal, or you can just journal in the fun gel pens, whatever. All right, so the next is our little 4-page spread, which is this one right here. And again, I didn't add anything to the construction, no more extra cardstock, just mat the page. Cut out a little, another little mat, and that die is, I just got these two from Miss Leanne. Those are Spellbinders Nestabilities. Okay. And this one is a, oh no, I can't get my hands on it. This one is Sizzix. And it's the 5-in-1, I don't know, they're like the Spellbinders Nestables, only just Sizzix. Okay, so, of course I had to put my metal on because I love metal. I had these from some project I had done, I think a wedding something, I don't know. Stuck those on there. I just took a metallic marker and went around the mats. Put my little corner blingies on. And then I did create this pocket, okay? This was not in our original. Super simple. And then these were some old, I think they're called paintables from Prima. I had some of those, so I stuck a couple of those in there. I had some of the black tags from Ranger Ink, and they were a little too long. So I just scored them where, you know, the length I wanted them, which I think was 5.5 inches. I folded it up, tiny little bead of glue, made a little mini pocket on my tag. All right, and I decided to put little pockets on the inside here. So I used my red cardstock because that was my accent color. You could have done it with the base color. I added some washi, and that's some Heidi Swapp. Okay, it was on clearance, y'all. And there's the one that I used that's not in there. And again, same thing over here. These were some of those little chalk ephemera tag thingies. Put them on leftover cardstock, added the little satin ribbon, you know, just dress it up a tad. And then, you know, same thing over here. Oh, this was a really cool die. This is Spellbinders Gold Corbels and Accents. I don't know, but these are really, really good. And if you cut them out of like a foil, they almost look like metal embellishments. Instead of buying the metal, use the paper and use the Spellbinders, and ta-da! You got some fancy schmancy stuff. This is one of the ones in there, but I chose to do it on glitter since I had this washi tape. I thought it tied it together very nicely. So that is my little 4-page spread. Okay, I'm moving along with the naked one. All right, now what I did here on this page that has the flap up, I took the cutting, you know, this cardstock that had been cut for the inside cover. I wanted to do mine in red for the accent, so I took the black one that I cut for class, and I turned it the other direction, and I just scored it at 1/2 and then scored it again at 4 3/4, and made this little flappy-do with a pocket, cut out a little text. See how fancy this is? It was so simple. It sounds more complicated than it was, I promise. And I think we're going to have to do a class on how to do all these little improvements on the Naked. And then, so this flips up, and on the flap that was there in the Naked, I just put a little belly band and stuck a little card in there, and the rest is plain for your pictures. You can, you know, you could put a little bit more embellishment there, but I left it like it was because sometimes it's easier to do it after you have the photo on there so you know where to put it. So, and there's that page. This one, I did the same as I did on the front page, which was just to add the mat and double mat it. And that's it. That is just all there is to that. And of course, you know, there is a pull-out in each and every one of these. I didn't show them to you because they're all basically the same. Designer paper on one side and blank on the other. And come to our second 4-page spread. I did it just like I did the other one, only I just, you know, changed up the papers a bit. But I've got the 2 pockets in the inside, got the mats on the front flaps, open it up, corner pockets on each end, again with the little tags that I, you know, and these are those Ranger ones. I think you get a bunch in a packet. I don't know, I think this is like the size 8 tag or something. Sorry, I'm not up on all of that. I'm probably not giving you good enough detail. And then, again, I repeated what I did up here and took the, you know, the mat that had been cut for the back page and turned it the other way and scored it, made a little tag for it, put a little ribbon on it. I mean, you know, 3 inches of ribbon dresses everything up. Like, seriously, dresses everything up. And then again with the belly band. And, you know, I used to try and do every page different and make it all random. And in all honesty, I'd get about 2/3 of the way done and start running out of ideas. So instead, what I do now is I find a couple of things and then I repeat them. And it gives kind of a nice flow throughout the album. It ties it all together, doesn't get too busy, too jumbled. So again, on this page 5, it's the same as page 3, which is the same as page 1. But it just, to me, makes it look like it's all part of the same album without making every single page the same. I don't like that, I have to say. All right, and so on the very back page, it was just a flat page. So what I did here was I put a vertical belly band, mat it, and on all of my red, I have gone around with that same little metallic silver pin and edged it in that. On all of my black and white papers, I've used the Distress ink, the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and my little boop, 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 you know, that thingy. We all use it. Dauber, I don't know what it's called. And then on the inside back cover, I layered up some metal because you know I got to put that metal in there. Tim Holtz Sentiment. Cinnamon. Woo! Okay, woman. All right. Sentiment there. And, you know, scraps. Made a mat out of scraps. It fit. And the gusset on the front and the back is smaller than the ones between the pages. These are 1/2 inch gussets. These are 3/8 of an inch. So I used a different washi on there. But, you know, the front and the back match, so it looks fine. I mean, I could have cut down the sparkly, but no, this is for the cover, so it's okay to me if it's different. And that's it. That is the mini. You know, you can put a picture here, you can put a picture here, you can put a picture here. I did not count all the spots, but I'm pretty sure you could get a good 30 in there. I don't know, probably more. And, you know, the back, all simple, simple. And flip her over and grab our little clippy-doo and just ta-da, how simple is that? I love it. I think it turned out really cute. And I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I think we're going to have to do a class on how to build more pieces, parts, and some techniques, and some matting, and some pockets and flaps, and embellish. I don't know. I don't know if it's one more class, if it's two more classes. I don't know what's going to take, but we're going to get her done. So there you have it. Thank you again so much for watching. This is our Naked Mini. We're going to have another class the end of August, the last Sunday in August, whatever that date is, 28, 29, whatever. And then, depending on what everybody wants to do, we're going to go on to the next level class, I suppose. All right. This is Sunny out. Creative Therapy. Bye now.